I'm not talking to you now. Sorry, I just tickled myself. I'm like, oh! Mr. Wave. You literally legs, arms, and a head. What the fuck? Oh my god! Firing blanks.
Mine. I feel bad.
Please, you can, and boom. Oh. I pressed a random button and it was the button for this thing I'm already on. We offered Side-Eye Guy's asshole up to the incubus/succubus. Nothing happened to his bumhole.
It's a noxious odour and it smells pretty rotten, and I've got a strong suspicion it's coming from your bottom.
I get brown and pink mixed up. Fuck off. No. Marilyn Monday. I saw that video. Happy birthday, Mr. Beardo. And... chat of sorting laundry, so much laundry. Christmas Day. We're ending in 10 minutes. Turkey battle cry. Beardo looks like a white camp Mr. T. A pitbull. CRL, if you clip that, I...
Oh, Beardo! Hello,
Fucking
chat. I was about to write in the chat, buongiorno.
Scared the shit out of me shouting that loud. Look at this shit. It's in line with my nipples. They're lower than my nipple. Where's my nipples gone? Gun is firing peanuts! Peanuts!
Fire him with your penis, Beardo!
Side-Eye Guy. He's that posh. He's like James Bond, but with a sock. I've been stunned. I got him through the stun. I'm getting accused of hacking for that. Good afternoon, Beardos, Balls of Ghouls. How's everybody doing? Hello. You didn't think there was going to be a live today? No, it's just a slight hangover. Check out the bags. Went out with the sister and the brother-in-law. Woo! Beard toe. Thanks. Beardo's fault. Thanks. Probably the best selling merch we've ever done is Beardo's hashtag Beardo's fault. Appreciate all you that have bought it. I've got your pictures coming in. You made it on time, Karen Reid. Absolutely. We have to leave early to give statement to the police about finding him. Oh shit, Megan. Sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. Right, we got music? Yes, we do. PNC raid. PNC. Thank you very, very much to both of you. You legends. Right, let's do some participants. More bags than Tesco's. I mean, as you all know, me and Mrs. Geek have been off the booze, eating healthy, and then yesterday we went out, we got drunk, and I ate and drunk everything in sight. And I feel like I've gone under a bus today. It's not the hangover. It's got a little bit to do with it. Most of it is the food. I'm never eating chips again. Ugh. So tonight we have Mysteries Untold by Michael Birkin, 2-Ply Paranormal, Alien Me, Ali DB, Ali Oop, Amy and Ozzy, Andrea Swift, Andrew Goodyear, Angela Gauk, Anne Grace, Arbo Climber, AV Stevie, the legend, Bean Sawyer, Bookie 1961, Brian Baffled, Brian Burke, Calamity, Kat, Catherine Lawrence, Child of Ya, Chris Yule, Chrissy GW, Christy Davila, Christine Bissett, Christine Sutton, Christopher John Roby, Mr. Satan, Chuck Flynn III, Kior, Cody Bremen, how you doing, brother? Cognito Urbex, Craig Adams, CRL, Daniel Craig, Dave. It's not Daniel Craig. Who the fuck's Daniel Craig? It's Daniel Green. Hangover, leave me alone. David Binstone, C. Dawn Emery, Dean Bailey, Diane Quinney, Dion, Donna, Doomed Lottie, Double K, Emma Rose, Explore Everything, Fahab, you beautiful bastard. Firefly Kelly, Gamaxine, Ghost Wiener, Giselle, Giuseppe Stromboli, Glasgow Ghost Hunters, Granny Dumpling, Hunk Slam, Irwin, James, Jamie Shaw, Jan Stadil, Jane C, Jenna Lou, Jennifer Taylor, Jenny J, Jenny Twigs, Jolene. Christy Davila, thank you for the 199. The hangover sounds like Beardo's fault. It was definitely my brother-in-law's fault and Mrs. Geek's fault. 2 seconds. John Boy Patton, Judith, Karen Reid, Karina Pither, Katie W, Kaylee Rowley, Kay Bet, H, Kieran Kelly, Chris Williams, Kristin, Laura Johnson, Laura Wilson, Leanne, Lord Washington of Wansley Manor, Lycan, Mags McLeod, Making Memories, Mamap's Awakening, Martin Jordan, Megan Behind Blue Eyes, Mgal, Michelle Hughes, Mike's Mysteries, Miss Kratos, Monique D, Mr. Badger's Moon-Based Delta, balls, Mrs. Bob the Beard, sorry, I just read the full name out even though he shortened it, the beautiful wife who escaped the hangover, Mrs. Geek, Nanny Pups, Nick, Derek, one Annalise, one only real paranormal, original nutter, PNC Paranormal, Parabugs, and Knowing the Unknown, Paranormal by the Sea, who I believe at 9 o'clock tonight have already got their investigation up where I went with them to a fort. I think it's 9 o'clock tonight. Pomp, PTD, Pupsy Sebastian, Purple Haze, Raven, Roadside Paranormal, Richard Watt, Rob DeBlow, Roger Bowen, Sarah Bowman, Shelley Day, Simon Stevens, Skazius, Spaghetti alla Paranormale, Spans, Spookfest, DC Smart, Sue Chapman, Surrey Supernatural, Susan Holmby, Tate, The Cryptwalker's Portal, The Paranormal Monkey, The Right, Thorn Groves, Val, Wandering Wenchie, Wayne Dawson, Wheels, The OG, William Wayland, WW1 Russ. Proto Man, thank you for the 14 months. Hope you're doing well, you toxic bully. Ah, dear. What did Joe Vitale... Joe Vitale, you get it sorted last night. I don't know what that is about. Because I've taken time off the internet again. Bristol Paranormal Hunters UK, hello to you. I cancelled all the gaming streams and all the rest of it with everything else that was going on. You know, drama and shit. I just couldn't be asked. And then my wife is off work, and I was like, I want to spend time with my wife. Because I haven't done it since, like, a couple of days over Christmas. So we've spent some time. We've been out with the family. We've tidied up the front garden. We've been doing some stuff around the house. Kel H, thank you for the 5 months. I had to redo my tax forms. Blame Beardo. Can't blame me for the tax man. Tax man's horrible. I hate him. Cassidy May Wilson, how are you doing, you little legend? My voice feels like a full octave lower than where it normally is. Like Barry White, baby. You're my last, my everything. Calm down, ladies. It's time for the snow to stop. It's chilly thunderstorms here in dark skies. It is not cold in the UK today. It's grey and overcast. It was grey and overcast yesterday. For a little bit, the sun came out. It wasn't cold, though. It wasn't cold. Where's your sippy cup? It's down on the floor there, because instead of having that big clumbersome thing on my desk, I've got my Daryl Dixon Steiner there, and then I can just pour water into it, instead of being like, glug, glug, glug. Christine Sutton, thank you for the 6 months. Can my daughter Megan please have a shout out for her 18th birthday, please? And a rar. Megan, happy 18th birthday to you. Rar. Ghost Rider, thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Rar. Rar. The voice suits you. I used to have this voice after like being on tour and stuff. But I wasn't singing yesterday, so I don't know why. Swooning over the hangover voice. Yeah, I've seen the stuff about him. I'm not going to dwell on it, because he'll be back like a bad fucking smell. Nobody cares. Fuck him. Can't believe almost a year ago I finished my Health and Social Care Level 3 Extended Diploma course. Jesus Christ. 5 years ago today, I was made redundant from my bailiffing job because of the lockdown and COVID. And at the time, I remember shitting my pants. And now look at it. Best decision ever, because if I'd never been made redundant, I'd never have started streaming on Twitch because I couldn't leave the house. And I did that for every day for, I don't know, what, 4 months? And I went back to an old line of work where I was on 4 on, 4 off shifts, so I could still stream on my 4 off. So if it wasn't for the pandemic and lockdown, this wouldn't be a thing. How cool is that? It was thundering yesterday, grey flaming weather, hope the weather gets better soon. It hasn't been too cold in the UK. It's actually been quite pleasant. I mean, was it Thursday? Thursday was 20 degrees in the UK. That's nuts. 2ply, hello to you. Hit the thumbs up, everyone. Thank you. Tell him, liking. You tell him. Everything happens for a reason. Must do. Must do. Peter, did you go out drinking because it was your birthday? I did not. It was not. Haunted Sessions video on the J-Cat Stone Rock drama is a decent watch. We've barely watched any YouTube the last 4 or 5 days. We've been catching up on or rewatching episodes of stuff that we enjoy and just chilling out and doing the garden, doing some grown-up stuff, you know. Daniel Green, thank you for the £2. £2 well spent to get called an absolute tit. You absolute tit. CPR, hello to you. Hope you are well. Welcome into Alive. Beardo, not all of the UK was that warm. Scotland barely hit 10. It was freezing yesterday. It wasn't warm yesterday. I mean, I had my hoodie on when we were outside. I think I had my hoodie on inside because my t-shirt was only a large, and I'm clearly not large yet. Certainly not after the shite I ate yesterday. It was raining in North Wales. It rained when we got home, I think. And I don't know if it's rained today. I've not moved off the sofa apart from to go to the toilet. And I keep letting out these little noises to Mrs. Geek like, ah! I haven't had a hangover in so long. I don't want one again. They shit. Welcome in everybody that's joining. 349 in on a Sunday. Cynthia Bossy lurking while baking. Let's go. It was a good vid from Haunted Sessions and a good cover. I'll catch up on stuff. That A1 guy. Oh, what a rat. And let's be fair, all of those accounts are him. He can say, oh, bro, you're lying, dude. Meow. As much as he wants. It types the same way as him. Absolutely him. Because nobody else cares. Nobody watches him. The guy is just creating shit. And my worry is that the more we all cover it, because I'm not covering him again, because it's the only time people fucking watch him, but the more he's covered, the more his name gets out there, the more people are going to land on him, and he is going to... all the toxic, nasty people that are just in it for the drama and the nastiness are all going to flock to somebody like him, because he will give them the time of day. The guy just wants attention. Oh, yeah, at the same point... same as people that are in my comment section being like, your channel's just a drama channel now. I'm like, what about the 2 weeks? 6 videos with no drama whatsoever. And then when somebody pipes up. We as content creators, when we're accused or when we're fucking blasted by people, we're allowed to defend ourselves. And if that falls into the realm of drama, so be it. I don't give a shit. If I've got to get involved in drama to clear my name or other people's names because I stick up for other people as well, so be it. Victoria H and Brian the Kitty, thank you for the 6 months. Just made it home from work, no hot water. Beardo's fault. Beardo's fault's never going away, right? Stormy Eyes, thank you for the $5 on your 10th super chat. Wee! And me wearing my Beardo's fault, Beardo's weirdo on the back. I appreciate you, Stormy. Wee! All the stuff he's doing is against YouTube terms of service. The problem is, I don't know if anyone's noticed, they don't seem to care much about their own terms of service. A lot of the shit that we're seeing right now is against terms of service and nobody wants accountability for it. I took all of the stuff that was done to me to Instagram, I complained to Instagram, and they were like, but it was only on a 24-hour reel, so we can't do anything about it. I'm like, you can, because that is still out there, and I've got the screenshots, here they are, and they're like, what do you want us to do about it? I was like, reprimand him. Wearing your WWE merch, let's go. The drama in the paranormal bores me senseless. Yeah, it probably does. But at the same point, I'm going to speak. If I do a video, and my video says, that is wrong, or that is fake, or that is whatever, and then that person comes out and says, Beardo teabagged some guy, that's SE, and all of that shit. Of course I'm going to address him. I'm not just going to let that go unchallenged. I mean, there's stuff doing the rounds now on other channels. I'm not getting involved in that because nobody's looked at it. I'm not getting constant messages about it. When people are messaging me, like, have you seen this shit? Have you seen this shit about you? Drama and snowflakes. I mean, for one of the most offensive people on YouTube, he's surely offended so fucking easy, right? I just hope the Weege Brothers will get the channel back soon. Yeah, I mean, that's gotta be fucking absolutely horrible. horrible, because this is going into the 3rd week of it now. And what are we, 23rd? We're around the time where YouTube starts paying out. Have the Ouija Brothers payments from Google AdSense been swallowed? That's a horrible thought, and I don't think they have a clue, you know? Thank you for the donation. If it was you, we appreciate you. Let's go. Cody Bremen, thank you for the $5. I can confirm the sickness I had over last week was Beardo's fault. Also why I became a type 1 diabetic in 93. Beardo's fault. Thank you for the $5. Your fault. You have drama fatigue? I mean, I've had a few people in the comment section like, you're nothing but a drama channel. I'm like, go and watch the other fucking videos then. I did 2 weeks of videos. There were 6 videos, nothing to do with drama. And people are shouting at me like, oh, you're just a drama. No, I'm not. Absolutely not. Do I get dragged into drama? Yeah. Will I stand up against people? Fuck yeah. Will I defend myself? Yeah. There you go, Son Trent. Are you out tonight, you? I have done a video on him and what he done to me. He used my comment I made about my mother recently. I felt the fakers. Which one? Because they're all just... Thorn Groves. I'm autistic and it's Beardo's fault. I don't think I played any part in that. At all. Got a tattoo on my calf yesterday and it hurt like hell. Beardo's fault. Fair enough. So, we went out yesterday. I had a couple of guys recognise me in Cardiff and they were just talking about, you know, so do you actually believe or is this part of your character for your show? And I'm like, of course I fucking believe. I'm just being me. Which was cool. And then we came sort of back towards the home area to finish off in another pub with cheap drinks. And the guy behind the bar, fucker was like 7 foot tall, was like, oh my god, your Beardo gets scared. And he starts calling the door staff and stuff over, and I was like, oh shit. And I've discovered something. Whilst I am recognisable, people are starting to recognise me more and more often. I'm still not at that point where I'm recognised enough to get a free fucking drink. Fuming. Pint of Guinness, please. That's like £5. Ah, fuck. Alright, mate. No motivation at all this month. All it's been going... Yeah, I get it. I get it. Can you please do a rare for my 8-year granddaughter, Paige? She loves watching you debunking. Angela, Paige, rare.
Rawr. Rawr.
I don't have any mixers for my whiskey. Beardo's fault. Well, man up and drink it. Drink it as it is. Anne Robinson, hello to you. Laura Johnson, hello to you. I tried to be nice to E1 when he did a video crying over some guy's mum and he replied to me with laughter. You're not going to ever get through to the guy. You can tell from the way he speaks and the way he types back to people that he's got no intention of ever changing his opinion on anything, and I think to a degree he knows what he's doing, and he's doing it. I'd recognise you as a Timu ZZ Top lookalike. Fuck you, Justin, and your blusher, bitch. It's weird, to be honest. It's weird. Best bit is Mrs. Geek gets recognised now as well. She's been on the stream, a few times. Been in a couple of videos. And I'm like, is that Mrs. Geek as well? It is. Look, it's Mrs. Geek. It's amazing though. It's makes me feel a bit weird, but it's cool. Lift your skirt and shoot the whiskey. Don't put it in there. No, we have customized sticker on our car that says "Don't honk at me. It's Beardo's fault." Love it. Beard, if you ever make it to NC, North Carolina, I'll treat you all night. You won't have to pay for one drink. I appreciate it, but I ain't drinking that much again. Kick the shit out of me. Slick666, thank you for the £5. Last live stream I asked for a rare for a friend and a load of hearts. Well, it made him chuckle. And for that, I thank you all. Slick, thank you for the £5. You're very welcome. I'm glad we cheered you, mate, up. What did I walk in on? Beardo, have you never seen the Beardo rare before? Well, you can have another one.
Rawr. Rawr.
My grandma is a Karen. Hashtag Beardo's fault. Cassidy, mate, I'm sure your grandma Karen is really pleased with you right now. Hey, Cal. Ah, dear. They should have made an ad. This is for entertainment only. Who? Most of the channels on YouTube should put an ad, it's for entertainment only, because some of them, I don't think they could do that, because they're just not entertaining. The Dark One, thank you for the €5. You have to debunk your RAR video. The chandelier is moving. It's because the dinosaur is taller than my chandelier. Haunted Railway Jake, hello to you. You got a better chance of teaching particle physics to a chimpanzee than getting that guy to think critically. And I don't know if he really is that stupid, which is probably a harsh thing to say, but, you know, he's not a nice person. Or if he's playing it, he's playing up to it all. But some of the shit he's doing behind the scenes with multiple accounts, just nah. Has Mrs. Geek's anxiety gotten better? It's a lot better now. I've had some conversations with people, obviously behind the scenes, that I'm not going to mention by name, that know these gentlemen quite well, and you know they've put her at ease in with the conversations we've had. But I mean, it got to the point where I've actually bought more CCTV for the house. That's where we thought it was going. Where I've actually had to buy more CCTV for the house for my family to feel safer. Thought Knox has been privatised. It's now Beardo's Vault. Beardo's Vault, I like that. Arbo Climber. Well played, sir. Well played. The dog lipstick was out again. Christian! Auntie knows all. Good evening to you. Happy birthday for... Oh, Decula. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Could we put some happy birthdays in the chat, please, for Decula and his birthday tomorrow? Can't believe I woke up to this live. Obviously, it's Beardo's fault. It's 5:30 in the morning. It's got to be Australia, right? 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, Mrs. Geek's a lot better. I just bought the cameras just for a bit of extra sort of, not just security, but that feeling of, you know, things, you know, I don't even know how to put it. I'm too hungover for this shit. Peace of mind. Peace of mind in case when you chuck something through a window or whatever. But obviously everything has been reported as cybercrime and all that sort of stuff. So if something does ever happen to my house or to me, they're going to be the first port of call. That's just effed up, Beardo. Feeling like you need to get extra cams. It will get better soon. Judith, at the end of the day, the more cameras I got in my house, the better anyway. Because we were burgled like 5 or 6 years ago. But obviously, our lifestyles has completely changed since then. I mean, I've got a fucking full studio now. Whereas I used to just have an Xbox under the stairs with a camera attached to it. I can't type. It's Beardo's fault. No, it's not. I'm 40 in May, and that's Beardo's fault. I'm 40... What am I, 40-something? I'm 44 in June. 44. Constanza, apparently he has shut his mouth, and he's done one. But that's my fault. Christ, that's so sad you've had to do that. They've got history, you know. There's been dramas with other people, and cars were getting firebombed and windows put through and the cars smashed up and all that shit. So I'm not saying that they would go that far with me, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, as Danny's just said there. And it's fucking sad at the end of the day, because this is just content. It's just... But then grifter's gonna grift, you know? And I'm a threat to that, I guess. 40 at the end of April. It's all downhill from 40. I went to see my cousin Thursday. Our daughter was like, "Oh, I need a favour." And I'm like, "You know I'm taking the week off, right?" "Yeah, I just need you to take me to the garage, or follow me to the garage so my car can go in and have a health check and the brakes done." I was like, "Alright, cool." And then I got a tattoo booked, but it's like 30 minutes away. And then you've got to stay there for like 3 hours and then drive me home. Fucking great day off this is. But she went to a tattooist, the tattoo shop that my cousin works in, the guy that did my hand. So I'm like, "Oh, while I'm there, I need my thumbs fixed because they're patchy." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll do that, and then we'll start putting some other bits into your arm." Like, "Alright, cool." I don't know where I was going with that. I've completely brain farted. Where was it going? It's gone. Story time with Beardo, epic fail. 47, my knees sound like Rice Krispies. I thought you were... You thought I was in my 50s? GS, hello to you. Do I look like a man in my 50s? I mean, look at my naturally light brown hair. Why didn't it take on the sides? I need more dye. It's been all downhill from 15 for you. I suppose. 50. I know. 50s. I don't look that bad. You know, I do today. I'm 67 and you're so wrong. It's all uphill. It gets better at 50, 100%. 54. Better at 54. Beardo's actually in his 20s. Happy 100th birthday, Beardo. Suck my ass. What kind of hairdo is that? It's the... I'm growing my hair back out, and I don't know what the fuck to do with it, but I can't keep putting gel and shit in my hair, because it aggravates my scalp, so I'm a fucking 43-year-old emo with a hat. So I've been wearing hats in so many videos. I don't know what the fuck to do with my hair until it's long enough to tie it back. I bet I'm having a very low day today. Can I get a wee, please? Yes, you can. You look better. You look better with the I just got laid hair. Well, all spiky on the back and stuck to your face. What? Because if it's not all stuck to your face with sweat, you're doing it wrong. Just saying. 54 falling apart. Doesn't matter, you're successful. Not according to everyone. I don't give a fuck. She dyed grey to look like a cool 45-year-old. No downhill only. Whee! My voice is going already. Braid it, Beardo. It's long enough. It's not. I'll have like little braids about this long. I'd look like a right fucking knobhead. Can you give a shout out to my husband, Andy? He went and done his 2-hour walk early just so you could catch alive. Andy, I appreciate you tuning in and taking your walk early. Thank you very, very much. There is your little shout out, Andy. The Dark One, thank you for 5 gifted members. I appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. This side of 50, we all look amazing. I'm going to look like fucking Santa when I'm 50. Big white beard, because I can never shave because of the channel name. All my hair will be all white and... Oh, I'm going to look rough as fuck. Please grow it into a mullet. Business at the front, party at the... Absolutely not. I am a guy that had dreadlocks in my 40s. I look like a fucking absolute buffoon. But I ain't mullet bad. Get a mohawk. I had a mohawk for ages. I mean, even when I had long hair, it was a mohawk all the way over. It was just really long. Can I have a wee, please, Beardo? Yes, you can, Dan. There will be no mullet. Nobody looks good in a mullet. They looked shit in the 80s, and why people are bringing the mullet back now, I don't know. I don't know. Mohawk the beard? Absolutely not. Nah. Braid the beard and your hair in ringlets. Never am I allowing you guys to pick how I dress. Beardo versus Gandalf the Grey. That's what I'm going to end up looking like, right? Short, it actually looks better on you. You look a lot healthier trimming down. I don't feel healthy today. I feel like cack. I hate the short hair. I regret cutting it off. But, you know, if I didn't put the dreadlocks in, I'd never have had to have cut it off. That's my fault. But, yes, you can have an Egan.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
And that is for Horror. Thank you for the $9.99.
Rawr.
Glasgow Ghost Hunters, thank you for the £10. I have a raw bollocks. I scroll too fast. I have a rare sticker on the boot of my car, and when working in Glasgow the other day, someone shouted shout, it's Beardo's fault from a flat. I fell over at 6 months old in 1979. Beardo's fault. Copy me.
Yes, Carl. I've heard just over there. I've heard it gets very moist down the middle. Copy me. What was that?
If I could, I'd... yeah, me too. Keep him there. Beardo the Impaler. Let's not be rude now. Only Mrs. Geek guessing. No.
Oh, fuck off! Adorn me, Beardo! Fucking A! It's perfect!
Craig Adams, thank you for the 22 months. Excuse me. I stopped doom scrolling to come hang out here. Beardo's fault. Black Fox, I appreciate you. Sweet Goth, hello to you. The wet fart he does in the other video sounds moist. Or this one.
Yes, we all know Mary likes it. Copy me. Ooh, ooh. Sorry, Carl. What was that?
It's better after 50 because you just don't give a fuck anymore and lose all your inhibition. I mean, I don't really have any inhibitions as it is, you know? Amy, neither do we. It's nothing to do with us. You cannot condone his behaviour. There's somebody in here trying to start shit. His behaviour has been erratic, possibly should have been sectioned since he split with Kaylee. He's in Holland now and will come back to face his demons. Just want to... Right, that's all on him. I'm sorry. Vicky Greer. I hope he gets the help he clearly needs, but if he's refusing to get the help, then it's all on him. Beardo, you look like a 13-year-old with no beard. Probably. Vicky Greer, thank you for the membership. I appreciate you. No, Alexa will not be doing that song. Don't you start. Johan Draco Westgate, thank you for the 5 months. Been a member for 5 months, Beardo's fault. My 10-year-old son has a very tall mohawk. He's trying to get it really high and dyed dark red. Adorn me, Beardo. You guys are loving the buttons today. I'm feeling very lazy as well. I've got to stretch and everything.
Oh, fuck off! Adorn me, Beardo! Fucking A! It's perfect!
I can't condone his behaviour. Even fighters stated that. However, I see some very nasty people who just want to ruin him even more. Amy, the guy has ruined him fucking self. He did a 45-minute live stream, lied beginning to end of it, then doxed me on Instagram, then got other people to dox me on Instagram, and what, I'm supposed to forgive all that in case he's having a fucking bad day? Tough shit. He's done all of this to himself. He should have just shut his fucking mouth and made his own content. The guy is a prick. So what's going apart from drama and any investigations planned? I do, Kev K, have 2 nights at 30 East Drive. I've been to a fort and I've met a friend of yours at the fort. I can't remember his name though. Very, very nice man. Took us on a walk around, gave us the history. Obviously introduced us to the 2 rooms that most haunted. Got Paranormal Activity in. Great movies. Deadpool's funny as hell. The Deadpool movies, I was worried about because I'm a big Deadpool fan. And I think they've done such a good job about it. Such a good job about it. He hasn't done any... Right. If you guys are going to come in here and try and defend him, I'll just ignore your comments. It's just easier. Alright, I'm not getting dragged back into it. If you want to go and complain somewhere else, because I'm just not going to read it. I really cannot be arsed with it. Can't wait for your premiere with Beardo. Yeah, I believe Dolly and Steve's Panel by the Sea's premiere for that investigation is tonight at 9 PM. How they've edited that so quick. I don't know. I haven't even. My microphone is still there. My second camera is there. All my memory cards are still in there. I haven't even taken them off the memory cards and started editing yet. No more trolls to me, please. I'm hungry. Eat them all up. Did anything happen at the invest? I mean, it's me. Obviously, it's me. It's only ever real. There was something going on. And you'll see how it took me ages to debunk it. But I love that stuff. I love trying to work out what things are. And whether I can work out what it is or not is... it's a win for me. But, it took all of us. It took all of us to work it out eventually. And, you know, we're all sort of spread out, like, what is causing that? And then I wandered off, and I was all right, do it again. And it didn't happen. I was like, this could be something paranormal. And then it happened. And I'm like, it stood in a different... But you'll see all that when my video comes out. Major Scars, thank you for the £2. Reckon you could dress as the Grim Reaper for Seg. That's Seg's thing. Seg can dress as the Grim Reaper. Probably got them on a PC beta if you're on about the twins. I've done a video on the twins. It can't be... I've seen some people like, oh, the scratches were much later in the video. And I was like, yeah, but you saw they pulled the shirt down and there was nothing there. If the scratches are suddenly there later in the video, they've added them. Just saying. Appreciate that, Ungers, everything retro. Appreciate it. Ghost on Trent have a video. Ghost on Trent have gone out recently, so we'll send everyone over to Ghost on Trent. But then keep in your mind, please, the Paranormal by the Sea then have a premiere at 9 PM, which should be just about when Ghosts on Trent end. Jerry Sats, hello to you. What's up, Peter? Stop by to leave a like. Currently watching Adolescence, new British TV series. It's got the Liverpudlian guy, haven't it? That was in Snatch and Lock, Stock. I've seen... He wasn't in Lock, Stock. I've seen a trailer for it. It looks good. I'll probably watch it. I always get brainwashed, troll. Just ignore mods, kick them. I'm not... Yeah, I'm just not... I'm not going to be getting into it. Because nobody's ever going to... Like, can somebody kick Purge out? Because he's pissing me off. Shut the fuck up, you dickhead. Go and watch the content creators you like, instead of upsetting these good people here. Go away, you silly little boy. I know you feel like certain ghost hunting equipment in the right conditions. Which one do you feel could be legit? I have never used a piece of equipment that I think gives any legitimacy. Otherwise, the paranormal would be very normal and we would be able to prove it with that equipment. Now, if people want to take a REM pod and use them properly and understand the REM pod, I have no issue with it. I know how REM pods work. I don't think that... how many years have people been using REM pods now? And it's never, ever yielded any proper results to say it is a ghost. So for me, it's pointless me using it. K2s. I used K2s up until about a year ago. And then somebody argued with me. I listened to their argument and I went, you've got a point. Read their article, read more articles, and I was like, actually, it is completely pointless me using a K2. Not because I thought K2s were proof of the paranormal, but I thought the K2s were a good debunking tool, but I wasn't reading them properly. And I've never been using them properly, so... I use very little stuff. I've got the stuff from Happy Droid. I am going to use that stuff at 30 East Drive, because at least I know I'm not getting false positives from it, just to see if something does happen with them, because I understand how they work. Been escaping since 1985 for a mine to go off. What? Too many years I've used REM pods. And yeah, like Dandal said this months ago. To keep using the same methods over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and not yield any different results, it's pointless. And I'm not saying that everyone has to stop using devices. It's just I don't particularly like using devices. You know, go out and buy a dead bell or just buy a bell. I've got a version of the dead bell that was made for me by Happy Droid, and I've got a bell. I'll put the two of them side by side. If the electronic bell goes off, but the other one doesn't on request, it's not as impressive. Can you imagine if the Paranormal Purge was a real thing? I wonder how many teams would be left standing. Not many. Thank you for the $5, the Dark. When have you tried using the compass? Maybe you start spinning. See, things like that. That's a better idea for me. Something like that is a better idea for me. Things that Kev Kerr and Justin have taught me. Like, instead of just waving your hand about, going, oh, there could be a draft there, set something up. All you need is tissue paper and string to monitor drafts. So things like that. You know, 30 East Drive, when I know that door closes when you step on a certain floorboard or it pops open, I don't need strings and tissue paper for that. I've been there enough times to know the little things with that house. Need a laugh with seeing that after today's events. I come to the conclusion that Beard and Mr. Grey are the Sattler and Waldorf Muppets of the paranormal. I'll take that as a compliment, because that's what me and my brother-in-law get called when we're out drinking. Because we people watch and people comment. Only time I need a REM pod is to guard my secret chocolate stash. REM pod, I mean, if I was to do an abandoned, which I can't see me ever doing again, I would take my REM pod, because I would place it on the entry point, and if it goes off, I know somebody's coming in, and I may have equipment laying about that I want to grab. EVP recorders. I wouldn't mind getting some EVP recorders. Kev K, I use some of his EVP recorders. I wish I could remember the name of them. He has sent me a link to buy them. They're relatively cheap, and I didn't get any false positives. Called out a number of times in a location that is claimed to be haunted. Didn't get anything back. So to me, that thing is working fine. So if I was to buy some and then capture something, that's more exciting to me then. But I don't dismiss EVPs. It depends on the recorder. Old school investigating is the way forward. Yeah, there's a lot of the old school debunkers, the old methods. The methods that were used at... I've gone completely blank. Conjuring 2. What was it called? One of my favourite hauntings, because I'm still convinced there was an element of something real there. Oh, whatever. It's gone. The methods that we used there, recording sessions, and instead of just leaving a recorder on the side for 30-40 minutes, literally ask your question, record for 20-30 seconds, stop pressing record, play it back, and if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. The longer you just leave a microphone to one side recording constantly, the more chance of it picking up anomalies that are natural as a voice. By using EVP, we have mics which are effectively is an EVP. Yeah, I get that. It wasn't a Tascam. Obviously, the Tascams are very good, but they're very, very expensive. And if you're going to pay all of that amount of money to not capture anything... Andrea Swift, thank you for the $19.99. Thank you for introducing me to Ghosts on Trent and the Ouija Brothers, Beardo, and for calling out the horse shit. Love to you, Mrs. Geek. Appreciate that, thank you. I know about the new channel. I want to know if there are any updates. There's nothing... They've got to wait. Enfield Poltergeist. Thank you, Black Fox. Sorry, there was a question there and it's gone. My brain is not firing all cylinders today, I'm afraid. Mick Jagger lied. You can get satisfaction. It's scraping out a jar of Nutella. I don't like Nutella, so... Oh, right, the Ouija Brothers, yeah. They've got to wait 2 weeks, and I think that second week is up at some point next week. But other than that, it's just this cruel, cruel waiting game for them. Entry-level Zoom or Tascam for under 100. Oh, fair enough. But do your research. If you're going to buy an EVP recorder, especially if you're not looking to make YouTube videos and you just want it for your own evidence, it's far more useful because my evidence is captured on cameras, so maybe I don't need an EVP recorder. Because it technically, if my lapel mic won't pick it up, but my camera mic should, because that thing is overly sensitive. You can hear it capturing the camera internal mechanisms moving and stuff. So it should pick up any sort of EVP in the room. But if you're looking for a specific type of recorder, look at some paranormal channels. If they have the recorder that you want to use, and when they play it back, their own voice sounds broken and distorted and overly loud, that is not a good recorder. Not a good recorder. Have you ever done ghost hunting in Portsmouth? Would I be able to join you? I've never... Where did I go to that for? That's not far from Portsmouth, I don't think. Might be. I don't know. I'm geographically challenged. Been away too long, Beardo. Yeah, I know. I've taken... I mean, the last time I had this amount of time off was Christmas, and before that was 2 years. If I was going to do an EVP, I would use an old tape recorder. Bristol, the issue with old tape recorders is, if you don't use a new tape every time, you've contaminated your evidence. Because tapes can bleed through, and they're expensive. But I'm not against EVP tape recorders. I've worked with a few people that do them, and you see them open up the tape on camera and put the tape in. They record, they do the EVP sessions, and then they do they turn the tape over, and then they just put the tape into evidence, which is fine. Parabolic mic. If you had a parabolic mic that you could record off of, maybe. I wouldn't use them because it'd be like we're walking around playing Phasmophobia. Drove from Cornwall to Cardiff today, saw a Range Rover with debunk. Don't crash if you think it's me. I'm too poor for private plates. See some of these people driving around in fucking Mercedes with private plates. YouTubers. I'm poor. I got no money. Fuck off. Yes, you have. Or you've got no money because you spent it on private plates. I went through so many recorders because they sound shit. Yeah, Northport is about an hour from Portsmouth. Oh, there you go. I was an hour from Portsmouth. I thought I was near there. Look at me go. Not as geographically challenged as I thought. Snark Incarnate, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. BW, you can't use the bloody parabolic mic on Phasmo, let alone online. Gingy, it doesn't work for me in Phasmophobia, alright? The game hates me. Just saying. Thanks for advice on that, Beardo. Didn't think of that. Yeah, if you record over and over on a tape, the tape starts to wear and you'll get noise bleed through. You can hear it on old music tapes if you've recorded over and over again. So it's just something to think about, and then obviously the cost of it. Ad19, hello to you. Deborah Carnes, hello to you. Been to Northport, awesome place. Whistling down the long corridors. Yep. We experienced that. Beardo has a private plate called It's My Fault. Cujo, well played. And some US state private plates are only like $20 more than standard plates. You could have a private plate in the UK made for very cheap. It's the registering of it, the costs. Can't get a parabolic mic to work in far as either. Beardo's not alone. See, Black Fox, there's a few people. In fact, I don't think I've ever heard the thing work. Ever. I've heard other people say, oh, I've got it. And I'm like, I didn't hear nothing. Bit distracted, helping kiddo catch up homework. Family first, CRL. Family first. Beardo, have you ever heard of the stone tape theory? Yes, I have. I've got the movie on DVD down there. No, it's in the living room again now. I heard of the stone tape theory. I don't understand how stone can play back. And then when I watched the movie, I was like, all right, so they've based this movie off the stone tape theory, and it's not the case. The stone tape theory, from what I've read, looks like it's based off a movie script. Which is fine, but yeah, I don't think that a stone can play back. I don't understand, you know. Oh, it's like a record with a needle. Well, where's the needle? How does it play back? I understand that stone can absorb and maybe hold on to like an ill feeling, like you walk into a room after an argument. That I can see. But the stone tape theory in regards to it replaying people walking down hallways, I would be more inclined to think it was some sort of time slip. Apologies anyone with a personalised number plate. You might as well have bell end one on your car. Right, you've just insulted my dad, both my in-laws. My dad is extra sad because he's got my mum's initials, 4, and then his initials. Sad. Do you think it's true the stone tape theory is just out of bollocks? I don't think it's bollocks. I don't think it's real. But there's a little bit of sense behind it, rather than, look at my flashy device go bleep, ooh, ghost. You know? There's a bit more logic and thought processes behind the stone tape theory. It's cute, but, you know, it's not. It's fucking sad. Sad. Cody Breeman, thank you for the $100 for the amazing mods. Also glad to have you back streaming, my friends. Stay awesome. Cody, thank you very, very much for the $100 for the mods. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Wow. It was a drama. Yeah, I've got it on DVD. I believe Chris Fat Rabbit sent it to me. He sent me a few old horror movies that I hadn't seen, and they've all been really good. My mum and dad have their initials on the Merck estate. Sad, right? Sad. The poster works on Discord. It'll be too long for YouTube. Cool. Was it crystal stone? People say limestone. There's too many variations in it. I don't put any stock in it. I was listening to a podcast the other day. On my way to investigations, I listened to paranormal podcasts. Not to get freaked out, but a lot of the time they do interviews with skeptics and believers. Stuff like Uncanny. But there's a lot more out there that I listen to. And they had a skeptic on there who was discussing time slips. And he said, I think it's bollocks, but I experienced it. He'd gone to an old abbey, and he experienced seeing monks walk past him. And he's like, I don't think that what I experienced was paranormal. I think it was something happened in my brain and just filled in the history visually for me. And I'm like, that's fucking incredible. Somebody that doesn't believe seeing that and then not knowing, you know? That'll go straight into Beardo's new private plate. Absolutely not. I would never put Beardo on a private plate. Park up outside 30's Drive and some people realise I'm there and, like, key my car. Nah. Limestone and granite are the two documented for the stone tape. There's also oak and yew wood as well. That would be the stone wood. No, wood's tape theory. Fuck. I tried to be funny. That epically failed. I'm very sorry. Paranormal Quest need to do their podcast more. Yeah, I enjoyed their podcast. On an episode of Uncanny, there's a specific type of stone that triggered EMF devices. Oh, really? I think I've listened to them all, but... I mean, I've heard some of the debunks on Uncanny, and I'm like, I don't know about that, Kieran. I really don't know about that. But that's part of the fun of it. You've got Evelyn, who will be like, this could be paranormal. You got Kieran, it's absolutely not because of. And on occasion, he'll throw something out there, and I'm like, no, Kieran. No. Like the famous one recently was the convection wind coming down the chimney. It's like, yeah, no 90-mile-an-hour wind came down that chimney to destroy the fucking house. Beto, the private plate will come back, no wheels. I know. Talking to my dad about granite today. Apparently, it's slightly radioactive, and he's a retired firefighter. I don't know. I honestly don't know enough about it, other than I don't understand how stone is supposed to play back. I understand that it could... I mean, I don't even understand how it could absorb, but that makes a bit of sense. But the playback, I don't buy into the stone tape theory. But time slips, is that what is causing... Like, we know very little about time. Or dimensions. And it does make you wonder if what we're seeing isn't a ghost. It is just a fragment of time that for a split second or for a couple of minutes or whatever, we're able to see like the veil is broken. Is that what it is? Scientifically, that sounds more sound to me. and could explain tons of people's experiences. But then what that doesn't explain is poltergeist activity, or the types of hauntings where these things can interact with you and answer questions. Now, obviously, I've never experienced that, but there are many people out there that have documented that they've had those experiences. Love when you do debunking. Will you do more, please? Yeah, I tried to bring out more debunking videos than anything else. There will be a debunking video tomorrow. I have a solid marble dining table. I wonder if it's recording us. Hey, that solid marble dining room table has a recording of my tattooing experiment. Because I tried to learn to tattoo, and I didn't set the depth of the needle, and I actually drew a Joker's face into the marble table shortly before I went to tattoo my own leg. I'm glad I didn't practice on my leg. Time is spherical, it isn't linear. I mean, I don't know anything about anything. I just don't know enough about it. But what I do know is, I'll get those people in my comment sections. There's no such thing as ghosts. This is fucking stupid. Why are you debunking there's no such thing as ghosts? And I'm like, why are you going on these investigations? There's no such thing as ghosts. So my own experience tells me different. Justin from the Paranormal Monkey podcast is one of the most skeptical people I know. Yet he had an experience at a house that he said, prior to that, that's a con. Absolutely a con. It's not, it's not haunted. It's earning money, and then something happens there that convinces him and 3 others there is something going on in that house. I have had things that make me think there is something more to that house other than Carol chucking coins off a banister. That's why I keep going back there. I'm not going to spend that amount of money if I didn't think there was something there. My bathroom mirror just fell off the wall and switched the tap on. Shit me right up. That was a ghost. Right? I think it's inherent minerals like iron and silica that make a perfect condition for recording medium. Alright. I've always wanted to look more into it, but as soon as I start delving into like the science of stuff, I don't know what the fucking words mean. And what I don't want to have to do then is either bother my smart friends or Google it. People far smarter than me are going to prove one way or the other. At some point, it'll get proved one way or the other. It's nothing, or it's all in your brain, or it's time slips or something. But what I will tell you is, it is fucking fun looking. It is fun going to these locations. It is fun working with all of these teams. It is fun being part of this community. It is fun calling bullshit out. And it is fun seeing if something can actually catch me off guard, or you're at a location, something happened that you can't explain. That's, ideally, I would love nothing more than to go to a reportedly haunted location and to see a full-bodied apparition. I don't give a shit if I capture it on camera. I couldn't care less. It would be nice, because then that would... Fuck YouTube. That would be, my backup. That's not my mind, because my camera has captured it. Absolutely amazing. Fantastic. That would be the holy grail for me. Or to see poltergeist activity in person. Like, whilst I'm at 30 East Drive to see that pram come down the stairs, as cool as it was, it's got wheels. Right, the movement was weird, and it was captured on camera, but I didn't see it with my own 2 eyes. I didn't experience it looking directly at it, I would like that. I would love to have a marble thrown at me at 30 East Drive and see it beginning to end. To see it, I hope it hits me in the face and bruises me. I would just love to experience something that profound. Linda Friedlander, thank you for the 5 months. So what does scare you? If you've ever seen me play a horror game, everything. Horror games terrify me. I don't think we will ever prove. I think we'll be having conversations hundreds of years from now. I mean, in a way, if they never prove, isn't that proof in itself that it isn't anything? I don't know. But You know, I'm not a scientist. At the end of the day, I am out to have fun. I am out to document my experiences. Hopefully capture something. But my proof is only proof to me. It isn't proof to the rest of the world or the scientific community. Anybody on the internet has got the right to then pull that apart and say, I don't believe it. The only defense I've got that I know would be true is I haven't faked anything. Breaking glass, telephones, toilets flushing, scary, telephone ringing. Yep, absolutely CRL. Occasionally, my wife will turn up when I'm gaming and I'm facing this way. And she will turn up and a cup of coffee will appear there, and that scares me. The air horns, but I've moved my monitors now, so my main monitor is there, my door is there. No more jump scares. Just watch or capture evidence on my first visit. Never seen anything but unexplained smells. And even the unexplained smells can be debunked with brain things, or when one of my favourites is, can you smell that? Can you smell that pipe smoke? And you're in an old building with wood panelling, and it's like, of course you can. The smell of smoke, when temperature fluctuates, will billow out of wood or cloth clothing. Obviously, when we had that experience in the house of smelling smoke for about a year on and off, that was quite profound to us because nobody has ever smoked in this house. We need to get Mrs. Geek a new air horn. Yeah, but I'll see her coming now. Aha. I like the theory of multiple universes, and that's what we are as ghosts. We're actually out of phase and bleed over into these other universes, which in itself is cool as shit. Absolutely cool as shit. I've not seen too much to believe, but I'm very skeptical when recorded. It's too easily faked. It is. And this is something that a lot of these channels that are getting their asses handed to them at the moment need to understand. That when you put out your evidence, which is what your YouTube video is, when you put out your evidence for mass consumption, people are going to form opinions on that. And if a debunker, or if somebody in your comment section says, I don't think that's a ghost, I think that's a draft, I think that's any logical explanation, that's not an attack. That's common sense. Nocturnal Frequency, hello to you. Abandoned Forgotten Whales, oi oi. But people getting hurt about things like that, you know, when I'm calling somebody a tit, they've got a right to be offended by that, but, you know, don't be a tit. But then the people that get really upset, like, hey, I'm not fake, and you've just pulled a fucking door with a string, we've seen that. They've got no right to be upset. And anything they said after that fact is on them, bollocks to them. The guys that do masking and stuff, they know. When I say, that is a mask in that video, I have caught them, this is how it's done and I can recreate it. When they say things like, he's lying, he's wrong, and all of this, they are not doing that to convince me. They know they'll never convince me because they know I've rumbled them. They lie to convince you or their viewers. Like, oh, I don't know how to do masking. Okay, great. Because the majority of the audience will go, see, they don't know how to do masking. Beardo's an idiot. Imagine being offended at being called a tit. I've had some really bizarre comments this week. People like, you're absolutely a bully because you call that man a tit. Really? Somebody called me a tit, I'd fucking laugh. People get offended by being called out in the videos, definitely know they're doing something. Some people are not faking. And this is another thing with debunking. You say the word debunk, and somebody will automatically say, I'm not fake. We never said you were. A lot of them are faking, absolutely. Like, for example, that guy Dylan, he did a stream, or he did a... It was like a 45 to 50 minute rant. He didn't rant. And he's going on and on and on and on and on about why debunking, you know, it's needed, but only under certain conditions that align with him. And I'm like, you use a DR60. Don't fucking tell me how to debunk. If you were going to use a DR60... Now, this isn't opinion-based. It is proven... scientifically proven that the DR60 does not talk to ghosts. It is scientifically proven that it picks up the internal mechanisms, and it's just a shit piece of equipment. The microphone is overly sensitive. And the DR60 was made in the 90s. And people are still using it in 2025. If you pay $3,000 for a piece of equipment where there is more information out there to tell you that it is giving you false positives, you pay that $3,000 and then call that evidence, you are faking. You are absolutely faking your paranormal content by using a DR60 because there is too much information to ignore. If you choose to ignore that and then run with the false positives, you're faking. I'm sorry, but you are faking. So, Haunted Nights, Dylan, he can jump up and down, and he was very respectful, but you use a DR60, and you can't turn around and say you can only debunk string pulls. You can't debunk if you're not there. Yes, I can. I'm a video editor. And to say I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not a video editor, this is my job now. I edit videos for a living now. I'm not a professional by any stretch, but I know my way around editing software. When people get uptight and aggressive, 100% is hiding something. Yeah, at the same point, imagine if you call out somebody for faking and they haven't faked anything and it's a mistake. I can see them getting their backs up. I can. I've used a DR60, took me all 10 seconds to realise it was an awful, awful record. Yeah, it's not fit for the purpose it was built for, let alone other purposes. I 100% agree. The DR60 is a stain on the paranormal. And only large channels... Laura, I can't see you yet. Only the large channels that are making a killing can afford to buy these things. And by purchase... false positives. Sorry. The problem with having proof of an experience or experiences, everyone wants to say it's fake and it's just crazy. Best keep your experiences to yourself. See, I disagree. Share your experiences. I mean, I've done it. I've brought out... There's been 2 investigations where I was like, that could be paranormal. Dandalf, what do you think? One, he debunked as a throat gurgle, and he was 100% correct. Another one was like this red thing, and he was like, it's a bug. It's on your camera, and it's flown off towards the light. I'm not angry about that. That teaches me about editing my own videos and to look a little bit harder before I say I don't know what that is. I think any paranormal team that looks at a debunker, because Paranormal by the Sea have done it, Ghosts on Trent have done it, the Ouija Brothers, they've all looked at something a debunker have said at some point and gone, oh, shit, I've done that. I'm not going to do that anymore. Lends more credibility to them. And I'm not saying everything I say, because I ain't the best debunker. Not by a fucking stretch. I think I'm one of the more popular debunkers because of the way I go off at people and I call people tit, and then I wrote all over my face to be the twins, and then me and Papal doing the dude bro demons and the stupid shit I do. Because the one thing I agreed with what Dylan said is debunkers are entertainers. I agreed with that comment. We are entertainers. I try to be as entertaining as I can be while doing this. I am not a scientific investigator, and I'm not a scientific debunker. But I take elements of the scientific community and elements of the ghost hunting community and things I've learnt and try to put it all into one big pot. Most of the tools employed by ghost hunters are not meant for looking for ghosts. I agree, but then there are other things in life that were not meant for the purpose they were built for. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But, things get invented, it's for one purpose, and then you find out that it's useful for something else, and that's what it becomes known for. The same thing could happen with some form of paranormal device. Unfortunately, nobody's making anything new anymore. I mean, Appy Droid are taking what people have already done and making it better and making it cheaper. I can get behind that. Barry Guy is bringing out... Barry Guy is bringing out a new app at the end of the month. And I'm going to be downloading that shit. And I'm going to see how quick it takes him to hit me with a defamation or a video takedown. Because I'll guarantee it's full of crap. I hope it's not. But when he runs a fucking show like Help My House is Haunted, and then he brings out a device when his show is famous for false positives, I'm paying for that app, and I'm going to fucking give my honest opinion on it. Paranormal Chefs, how you doing? I'm guilty of that. Used to rely on gadgets, didn't know any different as time passed, come to realise a few valuable things. Yeah, and I mean, real evidence. Real evidence used to have a bag full of equipment. I used to mock them for the bag full of equipment. They don't use any of it anymore. And it's not because I told them you can't use that equipment anymore. It's because they looked at what the bunkers were saying, looked at their own videos, and went, do you know what? I'm not using this anymore. They made their own decision. Beardo, I sent you a video earlier. I couldn't explain from last night's investigation. If you get a chance to look, I'm not promising anything because very rare do I get the chance to get around everything. So you see, I don't promise anything. I'll try. Viagra was originally developed for hypertension. There you go. See? Something that's designed for one thing, really good for another. Oh, my blood pressure's up. Oh no, I'll take this tablet. My blood pressure's not up. My blood pressure's exactly the same, but this will not go away. Viagra was invented for heart conditions, but now it's for bone conditions. Miss Mox, hello to you. Is she related to Moxley Paranormal? Probably not. Moxley don't like me. Beto, do you think you'll get to America this year? Probably not this year, John Boy. As much as I would love to, can't afford it. And the family stuff hasn't... In fact, the family stuff's got even worse than it was this time last year. 6 Stormbreaker? I mean, the batteries are probably dead in it now. Yeah, the batteries are dead in it, but it makes noise. Basic theory and the stone tape theory is now in Beardo's paranormal experiences. Appreciate that. Thank you, Black Fox. My husband walked in and said cucumbers. They were supposed to be for eating. Oh my god, Gingy. And this is why she is called, in the gaming streams, the cockacidal maniac. Disgusting. Any recommendations, Beardo, for tools to try out when deep underground? I'm not an investigator, an explorer. No. I mean, underground, you could use most of the paranormal equipment just to make sure there's nothing else moving down there. Barry Guy is a joke. Barry Guy, he used to be a joke. He's gone beyond that now because he had, I'm sure it was Appy Droid. He had an Appy Droid video taken down over a device. He looked at the device, said, that's not working properly. That's, this is what the device sellers tell you it does. This is what it actually does. And because Barry Guy used it in Help My House is Haunted, they took his video down. That's how bad it's got. He copyright struck me for the couple of seconds it took for me to mock him getting slapped in the face by a ghost. Mr. Cockacidal Maniac. Sorry. My name comes from All Elite Wrestling. Oh, you're a John Moxley fan. That's absolutely fine. I hate to hear. You're always here, though, Gingy. My sister just had an LVAD put in her chest, and she can get a heart transplant, and Viagra is on her heart, and she was completely denied because they only look at it for... Just getting over a bad flu, and being here is the best remedy. I've got something going on with my throat. If Haunted Finders stopped making videos, I don't know, I've stopped looking. They piss me off. Now and again, I can tell when his stepdad has had a drink, because I'll get 4 or 5 comments. Normally on a Friday night at about 10, 11 p.m. I'll get a couple of comments telling me I'm boring and I'm shit, and it's his stepdad having a pop in the comments. And I'll just reply with, lol. We all know what Mary loves.
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
Dirty bitch. Shelley Gowlin, thank you for the 11 months. Almost a year. Time flies. Dead cold. Good evening, sir. Sir Justin of the Hallowed Podcast. How are you doing, Dead Cold? I hope you're well. The in-laws are in love with your sauce. Just saying. Bang, and the ghosts are gone. That nearly made it into the Halloween episode, but I took the piss when I had the stab vest on and got slapped by a ghost or drop kicked. Ian, I'm dead. That nearly made it in. Beardo, I don't like fakers, but do you think the fakers have a place in the paranormal field as they bring... No, they bring people into the paranormal field expecting more than is possible. The people that capture activity week after week after week make it really unfair for legitimate teams. Because somebody will go and watch... we've got Paranormal by the Sea in the chat. We'll use them as an example. Somebody will go and watch Sam and Colby, and all the devices are flashing, and they dude, bro in and jump in. Hello, Fiona. They jump in and screaming, and doors are slamming, and all of this stuff. And then they go and watch Paranormal by the Sea, and they're like, I've been here 45 minutes. They've had two things happen, and they've debunked it. They've called it out as a draft, or as somebody outside. Oh, this is shit. I'm not watching that anymore. They can't even catch ghosts. The argument has gotten stupid to a point where people think the channels are crap because they can't capture activity. It's not the channels that are crap because they can't capture activity. It's because they've been spoon-fed bullshit for years. Help My House is Haunted, the Yorkshire Exorcist and Masterclass. Yeah, I've got a big issue with both of those shows and their ethics. The problem is I can't touch them because of the copyright, because it's owned by a TV network. And Barry Guy knows it. He absolutely is. T-shirt says copy me. It's a Three Spires t-shirt. Later is Bristol Paranormal Hunters UK. It's the ghosts that are crap. That's it. Fucking stupid ghosts. I still haven't watched Expedition X yet. I don't even know where it is. Is it on YouTube? Excellent shirt. I like it. It fucks with my eyes when I look at it, though. My mum wanted me to tell you that she says hi, Beard. Hello, Cody's mum. How are you doing? A debunker needs to film an amusement park carnival haunted house, then claim it's real. I mean, I've pretty much done that every year with Help My House is Really Not Haunted. But yeah, all these fake channels, as long as they are not putting for entertainment purposes and being honest about their intentions, they are taken away from the guys doing the real work. And this is an argument that they will have, like, oh, well, what difference does it make? Because for the outside looking in, you are either giving people very false representations of what a paranormal investigation is and how boring it is. I've seen somebody recently say, yeah, to get all of this, we're out for 16 hours a night. After 16 hours, we condense it down. We've only got 1 hour of activity. Fuck, excuse me? In 16 hours, you've got an hour's worth of activity. Fucking hell. Fair play to you. Because I have been doing this shit since 2008, 2009, maybe before. 2009, I think. I've been doing it since then. And if everything I'd ever experienced made it into a video, I would not have an hour of footage. In all of that time. Yeah, Yasko is one of the ones that not only was honest about it, he puts for entertainment in his title cards, or he used to. He puts it in his description, not hidden at the bottom. And he came into a live stream. There were like 500 or 600 people on this channel. He came into the live stream and he thanked me for calling him out and making him realise that what he was doing was wrong. The only difference is the guys that are working with him are still claiming they are real whilst working with a guy that says it's fake. And that'll be my fault by those guys if I ever did a debunking video. But I can't get through an Exploring with Angelo video. I can't. Or any of the guys he works with. I watch a place for the history of the location once the bullshit's... The problem is you can't trust them with the history of the location either. And it's getting to a point where you cannot trust location owners. I mean, I say it's getting to a point. You should never have been able to trust them. People lie. If it's a haunted pub that runs ghost hunts, there's a financial aspect there. So I'm not saying they're all lying. What I'm saying is you have the right to question everything. Because there are people turning up now saying this building is haunted. We did one last week. It's haunted by this. And then a year later, a big channel go there and suddenly there's a big nasty evil witch. And it's like, witches were nasty and evil, you knobheads. And where the fuck has that story come from? That is going to happen more and more often. Like Dirty Gertie and all that stuff. Seeing the ghost theory, I've dropped all of the equipment and pointed out that they're going back to the old roots. Right, so they're going back to throwing doors. I'm joking. Ish. I mean, I don't think they're a legitimate team, so it makes very little difference to me whether they use equipment or not. My issue with them has never really been the equipment. Apart from one video with REM pod activity that was far too often and was never on screen, you know? I think every old house is haunted these days. I mean, why not? If your house has had people live and die there, there's emotion tied into it, why isn't every house haunted? Why aren't we seeing the ghosts of fucking London gangsters, you know? And I don't mean the 40s ones, I mean the ones that show blood and all that shite. Why aren't we seeing them? Or are we seeing them and don't know they're ghosts? But then you wake up in the middle of the night and there's some guy wearing a hat like this stood there and you're like, I'll fuck you up, blood! You're like, ah, fuck! And then it turns out to be a ghost. Either way, you're shitting yourself. Imagine that. 200 years' time, the gangsters are gonna, are gonna be long gone, and that'll be the ghosts instead of grey ladies. What a scary thought. Your toaster pops. What are you chatting, blood? I can't do gangster shit, alright? Oh, dear. How would we know if we're haunted by a caveman? I mean, I know one of the arguments is the cavemen weren't sentient. I think that's a stupid thing. They're aware that they were a thing. But then cavemen, apparently... I don't know. Beardo's beard is haunted. Maybe. It's haunted by 3 chins. You'd love to see the ghost of a dinosaur. That would be pretty epic, right? See, now, why don't we see ghosts of dinosaurs? Is it because they were not intelligent enough, but then people see ghost dogs? Are dogs that much more intelligent? Well, they are intelligent creatures, but people see ghost cats. Cats are pretty fucking stupid. In 200 years, Beardo will still only be in his 40s. Are you saying I'm lying about my age? 3 chins? Absolutely emsy. He used to be about 6. Innit, bruv? What you chatting, bruv? Or dinosaurs never existed. I mean, there's proof to the contrary. You've been in the garden. Nice. I've not done a thing today. I've been laying on the sofa. Literally, 22 the hour was when I got off the sofa. Cats are not stupid. I beg to differ. My mum's got 2 of them. They're fucking idiots. Cats are stupid. Because spirits need a body to be seen. If ghost cats and dogs, I wonder if we create the ghost. Possibly. I mean, you could, if Mama Geek was in the chat, you could ask her about my experience with her garden. But it could have been just my brain seeing a black Labrador that I didn't even know they had. Michelle, thank you for the $4.99. Abedo, thanks for the live. You make me laugh as I've ruptured a muscle in a tendon in my arm. Can I have a hot diggity dog? Yes, you can.
Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity. This kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity. This kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
I mean, we're talking about the roadmen ghosts being scary. Do you know what would be even fucking scarier than a roadman ghost? It's Mr. Tumble. Could you imagine? You wake up in your house, you breathe out and you get the cold breath. And you go, oh, shit, there's something in here with me. You turn your head and then you see, my name's Justin! You would freak the fuck out. You would freak out. That's scary. I don't hate cats. Cats are just fucking idiots. I still get fed up with the same people saying they've had a very active night wherever they've been. And either they're fibbing or they believe every noise and gadget going. Dead cold, you have been on enough investigations now. And got to a point where you're like, ah, fuck it, I can't be asked. There's nothing to it. Which is fair enough. But how many investigations in were you where you stopped getting jump scared by creaks and bangs? How many investigations have you been on where you've been using equipment? I've seen it in your investigations where you've gone, actually, I think this is bullshit. This is going off way too much. Though those types of things, in a relatively short space of time, you came to those conclusions. Some of these guys have been going for over a decade and are still scared by the same things over and over and over again. It's not possible. You become desensitized to it. A ghost of the child catcher. Nah, Mr. Tumble. Imagine being haunted by that knobhead. Jesus Christ. I'd nuke my house. Someone's been watching. I mean, I spent a long time watching Mr. Tumble, unfortunately, because kids love that shit. Kids love that shit. I've got kids. You hear footsteps upstairs? We hear footsteps in this house. Some we can explain, other times, not a clue. Mrs. Geek posted on Facebook the other day. She was loading the dishwasher. She's got a glass off the side. It's been sat on the side since the night before. The dishwasher wasn't on, so there's no heat coming out of the dishwasher. She picks the glass up and it just explodes in her hand. And I mean into fucking tiny pieces. The thing exploded. How? With the greatest of respect, my wife is a very skinny lady. She couldn't break a pint glass in her hand with squeezing it if she wanted to. How in the fuck did that happen? I don't know. Dishwasher wasn't on, so there wasn't like an escape of steam that could have changed the temperature of the glass. Was the integrity of the glass compromised because it had Pepsi Max in it the night before? Well, no, that's what glass is designed to do. I don't know. Cool as shit. I'm gutted I didn't see it. Luckily, nobody got cut. I've been on roughly 40 plus investigations and I've had 2 questionable experiences. There you go. So all of these guys know exactly what they're doing. They all know what they're doing. Haunted Echoes, hello to you. Mr. Tumble actually does a lot of good. A friend of mine started learning McCartan because of Mr. Tumble. I don't know where any of that is. He just annoys me. And it's a joke. Yo, Beardo, hope you Mesquite had a good little chill. We have had. Got a little bit too chilled yesterday, Mythos, you know. We've not been on the alcohol for a while, and then we hit it hard yesterday, and Mrs. Geek is far tougher than I am. She's been up this morning, doing shopping, cleaning up, and all the rest of it, and I've done this on the sofa. I'm a burrito. Stop talking so loud. Why are there seagulls? I'm hungry. Don't know why I just remember the movie Warlock, Beardo. It's just your fault. Warlock was an awesome film. Did the cream go sour overnight? No. Could have been a weak spot in the glass. I mean, the glass was years old, but why that moment did it explode when I'd been drinking out of the night before and it didn't explode? I'm not saying it's paranormal, but in a house where on occasion we have activity, it's more interesting to me than beep, 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 beep. Ooh, look, the REM pod's gone off. And I've got equipment that I leave on over there on occasion, and it just doesn't go off. And apparently our house is haunted, so who knows? That was meant to say the Macaron sign language. Yeah, I know he does a lot of charity and stuff as well, but you know, there's no hate to the guy. He just pisses me off. Years and years and fucking years of him. I'm gonna go now. Not too many people talking to me. Erica, there's 589 people in. It's very, very busy. Static electricity. Maybe. I get a lot of static shocks in this house. Pressurized conditions for the glass, paranormal. I mean, the glass was this way up, just sat on the worktop amongst the other two glasses and plates and bowls that had been used. If she'd picked it up and it banged, or the steam had come out of the dishwasher, I can debunk that just with pressure, heat change. But for my skinny ass wife to pick up a pint glass and it shatter like that in her hands, weird. Mythos is a ghost. What? Mr. Tumble and Beardo do a ghost hunt? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They used to get light bulbs explode all the time. That's a fucking weird one. I mean, it could be that there's faulty wiring in your house. But if it happens in multiple buildings, then I don't know. Maybe, because this is something, me and Justin have spoken about this, and he's spoken about it on his podcast, is that if poltergeists themselves are not real, and it's people causing things to explode, levitate, get thrown, that's going into X-Men territory, you know? That's superpowers. They're a bit shit, but still, that's superpower. You need new glasses. Sounds like microfractures. I mean, it could be. It's just that moment, you know, but we're not saying that it's a ghost, but it was cool as shit. Good afternoon, Andrew Stone Rock. Keep fighting the good fight. It was a Guinness glass that fell into my bag from a pub from years ago. Yeah, we had a few of them, didn't we? I mean, sometimes we ask, like, I've got a hobgoblin glass that I asked the pub could I have because it was a nice glass. And they let me have it. Otherwise, it would have fallen into a bag. Oh, the mask fell off your battle cat last week. Mine's still on. I have 3 cats and 1 hates being held. 1 lays down to drink water and 1 is possessed. All cats are possessed. PKE can cause all things to move and explode. PKE. I don't know anything about it. Mythos loved the new video. Yeah, Mythos has a fantastic video on witchcraft, not witchcraft itself, but, you know, the really getting horrible shit. I mentioned in a video last week, you know, people labeling witches as evil, and every bit of proof I've ever read says the exact opposite. And Mythos has done a fantastic video on it with a witch hunter from up in his neck of the woods that came down from Scotland. The guy was a fucking serial killer masquerading as a witch hunter. I'd not heard of this guy, and I couldn't believe what he was saying. So obviously we're going to send people to Ghosts on Trend, but please check out Mythos's video on this witch hunter. It's horrible. Not what he's done, what the witch hunter did. Mythos's video is very good. We had a light bulb explode. We took the piss out of my nephew and it exploded. My daughter, past age 15, reckon she got annoyed and used to take the mickey out of my nephew. I've heard stories of people that get annoyed and light bulbs flickering and on occasion exploding. I've never seen I've seen somebody get angry and a light bulb flicker and they say this is what happens, and I'm like, right, we'll do it again, and it wasn't replicated again. But I've seen it once, you know. I believe in signs from loved ones. My dad died in February. He was a big Beatles fan. My brother found an old Beatles guitar pick in the street today. What are the odds of that? I am never, ever, Lynn, going to tell you that that is anything other than what you want it to be. Miss Moxley, it's not the Pendle nastiness. It's even worse. It's not a ghost. That's a battery-powered light up there, and it's just run out. How many of you thought that was a ghost? Gotta watch it on the. Gotta watch it. Feed the Mythos. Feed the Mythos. It was a fantastic video, and the history was insane. It was absolutely. It's that I've got a key light up there that's been in a bag for years. Not years, about a year. I use them on occasion to do bits to camera in locations. They're battery powered. I just didn't charge it long enough for 2 hours. Yeah. It's not a ghost. He's just angry. Absolutely. Mythos. Mythos is a terrible witch hunter, but a great knight, says the neat. We are the knights who say neat. Beato's playing mind tricks with the light. Yeah, I turned it off. Right. If that's a ghost, turn it back on now. It's not a ghost. Dude bro, please. Absolutely. It's first dude bro of the night, I believe.
Dude, bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We caught a ghost!
If the axe moves, you'd be impressed. I'd be fucking sad. But at the same point, if you can't see the bottom of it, how do you know I haven't attached something to it? I wouldn't, because it's fucking expensive, and it was a wonderful gift off my brilliant wife. Beto could moonlight as a critical thinking channel. That's all I do. I never labelled myself a debunker. The community did. I didn't even know what I was doing was debunking. I was just watching videos, making reactions and saying, that's not real, that's this, that, and they were like, oh, you're a debunker like The Shape and like Mr. Grey, and I'm like, who? And then I found these channels, found the community, and then hopefully helped to grow it even bigger. Piss Off Ghost. I've got to find that one. I don't even know if I still got it on yet. I have.
Piss off, ghost!
I know what we haven't had for a while.
Oh, fucking twat.
Should have used that earlier. Can I have a dinosaur, please? Yes, you can.
Rawr. Rawr.
The glove behind you just lifted the middle finger. His middle finger's always up. So's that. That's actually a Christmas tree topper that a mate in work made for me. Good to see you. Hey, Worldwide Ghosts. I've already said hello to you, haven't I? Sure I have. Not so beautiful with scratches and a chunk missing out of my nose. What's happened to you? What's going on there? We always say hi. We always say he is still running. Who's running? What? What? Where's Jason Halls? He may be at home. I don't know. Corvette fat? Absolutely, Avy Stevie.
Yes, we all know Mary likes it. Copy me. Ooh, ooh. Sorry, Carl. What was that?
Excuse me. Right, 2 seconds. I'm just... Ghost on Trent do have a premiere tonight. Jolly good. So I can grab that link. Wait. Share. Copy. I'll grab that link for when we end in about 25... Oh, we got a while yet. Harple is still running. True story. He is still running. And he's still shouting, dude, as he's doing it. So, yeah, at 8 o'clock, I'll send, or about 5 to, I'll send everyone over to Ghost on Trent. But then make sure that you check out Paranormal by the Sea for... I don't know how they've edited that in time. That quick. Mine's still on my memory cards. I'm shocked. Plus, more of me. And I think it might not be on Dolly's video, but it'll definitely be in my video. Of Dolly getting everyone's names wrong. Constantly. And forgetting the alphabet. Oh, no. She called me Dylan. She called me Dylan. But it wasn't on camera. Because we were by the cars. We were all saying goodnight to each other. She's like, good night, Dylan. Safe drives. Who the fuck is Dylan? How's the whole Proving Demons thing going? It's not. He's gone silent. I have no reason to bring it up. So that's where that is. Can she alter her farts after a mood? What? I see my dad, it's clear as day, walking through a front door and into a living room 3 hours after he'd been murdered. Jesus Christ. That... Yeah. And again, not something I would ever debunk. Not something I would ever debunk. Did you know... I'm not asking you to debunk or anything. Did you know he was murdered when you saw him then? Blame Dylan. Can you have a rar? Yes, you can.
Rawr. Rawr.
Stormy Eyes, I'm shocked that your merch got there that quick. Shocked. Absolutely shocked. We wanted a dude, bro.
Dude, bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
Mr. Stigma, that's apparently what they've said. I don't know. I don't know. New shirts, Dylan's fault. Absolutely not. Oh, dear. Many of us would support a GoFundMe for legal. That's my doing at the end of the day. I am never asking anyone to fund me for something legal that I've brought on myself. Because, you know, I've got to take responsibility for some of it. I keep calling people out for stuff. They're going to get pissed at me. But, yeah, I'm never, ever going to ask people to help me with something like that. Never. Josie in Oz, thank you for the 19 months. Beardo's fault. I had to go topless in Oz. Nothing to do with me. I'm not claiming titties. Well, my wife's titties, I will. I nearly died at 3:30 while possessed by numerous spirits in New York City. Also had a loss of 16 hours. It was after investigating a nightclub. What nightclub? You don't look like it, Dylan. Funny that, because it's not my fucking name either. I can't remember who else's name she got wrong, but when she did the alphabet and got stuck on L, Steve and Dolly, just, and the boys from DPI, just the nicest, funniest people. I think, I mean, you're going to see a lot of laughter in the videos, I imagine, but the amount we probably won't put in there, because people will be like, how unprofessional. Because if I brought out however many hours we were there, uncut, beginning to end, most of it would just be us fucking cracking up laughing. Even calling stuff out. You know, somebody would say something that could be taken a certain way. Somebody would take it that way, and you'd hear a little... and that's it. Everyone would break up laughing. It's not my birthday. I investigated a nightclub before and lost 16 hours. Think it was the spirits. Ah, I've been had there, haven't I? Wow. Police. Oh, Jesus, Megan. Sorry you're going through that. Can I get a hot diggity dog for my daughter, Bo, for her 19th birthday? She loves it when you play it. Bo, happy 19th birthday.
Hot diggity dog, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity dog, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
There you go. So, TP finally lost content and stole CJ and Sonny's deeds. Hand slap on the back. That is yelling. Empty idea bucket. I mean, most of these people do the same shit week in, week out anyway. They've used that same handprint in other videos, from what I'm told. Or other thumbnails. Started watching Mr. Grey recently. We're a lovely guy. He looks like a thumb. A thumb, I tell you. I had a call off my sister one night saying she had a bad feeling. If I'm okay, the next night there was a fire in next door's house. I've seen, like, people have the premonitions and stuff as well. I've heard a lot of stuff about premonitions, which is mind-blowing. It was a long investigation of spirits. What was the limelight then? I was possessed by the spirits of Stolly, a demon called Jameson. Sort of when I saw your name, I was like, that doesn't sound like him to have an experience. But bollocks. You tell him I'm over. I fell for that. God damn it. Beardo, she loved it. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. Both of you are. You got Beardo's lives. Sorry. Oh, dear. 2 weeks after my Bluetooth speaker turned on, my phone out of nowhere said pop music started playing on my friend's called Cartoon Hands. Huh? No 2-ply. I use 2-ply quilted. Thank you. 2-ply quilted. How do you handsome bearded bloke? Thank you, driving gloves. I feel like shit. Too much alcohol. I drunk Guinness. I drank rum. We drank baby Guinnesses. We drank some pink shit that tasted like dessert, but it's got alcohol in it. I'm sure there was other shots at some point. Premonitions are real. I get them a lot. I don't know why it's my actual name in live chats. I'll try and fix it if I have time today. I'm good, tired. My girl's almost back to sleep. How does Alexa get on with the rest of the family, Beardo? Only ever plays up for me. Hasn't done it in a while. Have you, Alexa? Alexa, are you on?
I am connected to the internet.
Thank you. There you go. She's just behaving lately. I had a spirit who was either called Jack or Daniel. I mean, I got haunted yesterday by a Captain Morgan. Is it good for your piles? Hey, that was a nasty rumour started by you lot. I don't have piles. What's a baby Guinness? It's either Tia Maria or some other dark shot with Baileys floating on top of it. It's actually quite nice. Unless you go to the cheap bar and whatever they give us was like off-brand Baileys and off-brand Tia Maria. And I swear somebody farted in that cup before I drank out of it. It was disgusting. Yuck. What my thoughts on voodoo? I don't honestly know enough about it. I know voodoo is portrayed wrongly in movies and TV. Voodoo is not inherently evil as we would have, or we be told. Hoodoo is an offshoot of it that is the dark one that people mistake voodoo for. That's about the level of my knowledge. Oh, it's what the fuck? Kahlua. Yeah, that and Baileys. Fuck it, I've gone now. It's gone. Voodoo, yeah. I wouldn't fuck with it. Wouldn't piss anyone off that does voodoo or hoodoo. Nah. If their belief, if we are to believe that people that believe their house is haunted can move objects with thought or temper or whatever, and those people believe that they can curse, is the belief strong enough to do damage? I am the guy that will go into the Warrens Museum, pick up Annabelle, call her a slut, slap her around the face, drop kick her, lick her, whatever, because that doll ain't killing me. There's nothing. It's just a fucking doll. Yeah, go and insult that hoodoo or voodoo priest or priestess. No. Just in case. Weird. What am I missing? What's at 3:15 your time? 2 now. It's 3:45 my time. I mean, it's 45 minutes past the hour for everyone, right? It's only the hours that change. 2-ply's been using... 2-ply, have you been drinking today? I don't even know if you drink, come to think of it. Right, so I am going to pin the Ghosts on Trent link there. And we'll start sending everyone over there in the next sort of 5-6 minutes. Stop talking about me, that blooming doll and its darn name. I should charge royalties. I feel for people called Karen, Annabelle, and Yvette. Garth and I bounced to relax for a while. Now we're here. Hello there, heart. Do you think past family members can visit your dreams and it feel very real? you got to be careful with the dream thing. I'm not... Listen, if you've had a message from a loved one in a dream and you want to believe that that is from them, believe that that is from them. I am not taking that away from anyone. Despite what everyone tells you, I am not here to disprove the paranormal. I want to prove it. At the same point, I don't ever want to shit on people's heartwarming experiences. I have watched some of the Y-Files. I have. Not much, but I have. I would never intentionally debunk something that could upset someone. You know, if somebody sends me some footage and say, you know, I think this is my grandfather, I'm going to put this out onto the internet for all to see, and I know what's caused it, then I'll be like, before you put that out, in my opinion, that is a light reflection because somebody's opened that kitchen door or something along those lines. Kaza, thank you very, very much for the 10 gifted. Again, you absolute legend. Thank you very, very much. Very kind of you. Such a kind community. Cheers to you, Beardo. You're awesome. Thank you, Crystal. I'll try. My voice starting to go in it. Not much at all, Luke. Mostly same. Yeah, same old, same old. We just chat, you know. I mean, we've delved more into the paranormal on this live stream than any stream I've done, I think. You chat a lot with AJ in the Y-Files. He seems to be a cool dude. Agree, let people feel what they feel. Yeah, there's umpteen things that could be the cause of certain things in our house. But the cigarette smoke, what could have caused it? Not a clue what could have caused it. But then the realization that my grandparents were the chain smokers and I was going through a tough time. And I was like, how would I feel if somebody told me that that could be whatever? It can't be debunked. Nobody has smoked in this house. None of us smoke. We all vape, but none of us smoke. And it was the smell of cigarette smoke. Fucking rolled up cigarette smokes. My grandfather. That's what I could smell. And I wouldn't want that taken from me. Occult Life, never apologise for being late. Never. Love this community, and we love you too, Spider Queen. Can I get a Corvette for my brother's 30th, please? Yes, you can. Take it away, Lee. Sorry.
Yes, Carl. I've heard just over there. I've heard it gets very moist down the middle. Copy me. What was that?
Jake, happy birthday to you. You can have a wee. No, Little Miss Geek does not drive a ladder. No. Unlike myself and my wife, the daughter is a petrol head. She's just bought herself a racing car. Ah, she's funny. I've had cigarette smoke twice, and my grandfather's a chain smoker. The oven was off, windows shut. Asked my little boy if he could smell anything. Make sure it wasn't me. He said smoke. This is the thing in my house. We could all smell it intermittently. But over a very short period of time, whilst I was... And we've never smelt it since. The day I looked at my grandparents' ashes, because I've got them in a little urn in the living room, and I went, fuck, it's you, Pay. And since that realisation, none of us have ever smelt it again in the house. Bizarre. Is it paranormal? Possibly. I like to think it is. Mary Jane Gin Juice, thank you for the £2 Indian takeaway for my hangover. If I never see another takeaway, we got drunk, and on the way home we was like, let's have Chinese. And there are things from a Chinese you can eat on a keto diet. And Mrs. Geek ordered those things, and I went, I want chips and chicken balls and curry sauce because I've drunk beer. I regret it. I really regret it. My insides feel like jelly today. I've had experiences in the past where I was going through a rough time. I smell perfume my grandmother used to wear. Yeah, and don't Don't let anyone ever take them from you. Most of the debunkers that I know wouldn't take those experiences from you. They just wouldn't. Wow, my CPU usage is high tonight. I'm going to have to do some work on the PC tomorrow before I do some gaming streams, because I am going to be doing a gaming stream tomorrow. I'm going to do some Call of Duty tomorrow. Took some well-earned time off last week. It's been nice. When my grandmother passed away, I woke up, what? Felt like someone rubbing your foot. But I couldn't think of anything worse for me. If I woke up and see that orb then? It's definitely a bug in you. Fahab. Dreams things so much I have to have feet. Yeah, like Mrs. Geek has very vivid dreams. I've had very vivid dreams about like people that I've lost, and then you wake up upset from them. Nothing started my piles off because I don't have piles this week. Parents' house still smells of smoke sometimes, even though the last smoke was there 35 years ago. It's infused in the ceiling. We are only the second family in this house. There's no nicotine stains. As far as I know, nobody has ever smoked a cigarette inside of this house. Long ago, my old neighbour had a 5-year-old, had heart surgery, didn't make it, and all the clocks in his house stopped at the same time. That's fucking incredible. Absolutely incredible. I believe in signs. They just happen with no provoking. And this is something that has come to me from Justin's experiences at 30 East Drive. That maybe the thing that I'm doing wrong is looking for it and calling for it. Instead, ignore it and see if something happens. I'm licking my beardo voodoo as we speak. Crow Judas, thank you for the $5. Stop licking me, you pervert. Kaza, thank you for the 20 Australian dollars for the mod kitty. Thank you very, very much, Kaza. Thank you. Ah, what a night. You guys have made me feel better through my hangover, so I'm now going to go and eat some healthy food with my healthy wife, who somehow survives hangovers. So did the sister-in-law, so did the brother-in-law. I don't think our nephew did. Our nephew came out with us. He's only 18. He looks about 12. He got ID'd everywhere. He was in a fucking mess. And he went back out after all us old folk went home. But fair play to him. 18-year-old lad wanting to chill with all us oldies in our 40s. Gotta lick it before you strick it. What? As an investigator, most of us seems to happen when we talk amongst ourselves and paying attention. I've done that at East Drive, but ideally I'd like to go there for a week and completely ignore it. CCTV everywhere. I don't have the money or the equipment for that, but that's what I'd like to do. So at the top of the chat, there is a pinned link that will take you to the Ghosts on Trent live premiere. Not live, it's a premiere. Sorry. Paranormal Investigation, if you want to go and watch that. Then at 9 PM, Paranormal by the Sea have their video of Fort North, where myself, Dorset Paranormal, and Paranormal by the Sea all teamed up. Large location, cool location, beautiful place. Hopefully you guys will check that out as well and enjoy that. Appreciate you all for hanging around with me tonight. It's been emotional. Goddamn hangovers and stuff. So go check out some of that spooky footage. Much love to you all. Beardo out.
When you feel it coming down, the beetle goes around and need a roar. Can I get a roar? Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a roar. Can I get a roar? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a beard, whenever he's live. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a roar? Roar. You can get a roar. Roar. The object of the day to put a smile on your face. All the fans know how much he appreciates. Roar. You can get a roar. Roar. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Weirdo's got your back, and just like that, you get a rock. Can I get a